Gemini. Hello, my loves. So, this is going to be your August reading. You know how we do this, Gemini. We're going to start with, oh, did you hear that? Gemini. Ooh, I was trying to get seductress on y'all. But you know how we do this. Your pick. Oh my God. Look at that. I don't got myself flustered. I was gonna say you're gonna pick a number. No, we're not gonna pick a number. We are gonna start with the bones and the look at that. I can't even be sensual without confusing my own. Oh my God, that's too fucking funny. We're gonna start. Let's start over, Gemini. We are going to do your August reading. We're going to start with the bones and the charms first, and then we're going to move into the tarot for some further confirmation, and then we're going to go into the life coach oracle for some guidance on maybe how to navigate. And my nails, I'm working in the yard later on, so I took all my nails off because they were going to pop off. So please do not judge me, my fellow air signs. Don't do me like that. All right, so let's get into it, Gemini, before I get flustered again, flirting with my air signs. All right, let's see. Let's get everything in here. All righty. Oh, and the little bitty ones are the ones that's trying to mess with me. All right, we got everything. Yes. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. For August, Gemini. All right, let's see what we have. Did this fly out? But let's see. We'll put it here. Okay. Let's get into it. Spirit is saying, stand your ground. There's a penis there. There's something that's going on with love. With some of you, not all of you. We got the explosion symbol there. So there could have been something that exploded. Now, this might not be necessarily a bad thing. We got an explosion and a penis. That actually might work. I don't know. Get in where you fit in with it. The school charm is there, which could be a lesson that was learned or a lesson that will be learned. And like I said, it might not necessarily be a bad lesson. For some of y'all, there's definitely this thing of standing your ground, asserting yourself. But this could be some BDSM type of stuff going on too. You might be freaky. You might be dealing with somebody who's freaky. I am feeling like there is something that is going to be learned from this situation. What is on the other side of this? An arrow, oh, and then on the other side, the circle going around and around and around. So this might be a lesson, Gemini. Some of y'all might be dealing with somebody that something happens, and you're like, okay, we've done this before, been through this before. It is in your love sector. We do have a penis here, whether you're a male or a female. There may be some type of lesson that you are learning from a situation. Some of you may also be going back to school for something that you're passionate about, and maybe you've tried it before. Maybe this is your second go around with something with education. Could be something that you feel like is not over with because it's almost like I'm doing it over. I'm doing it over. The arrow is either learn the lesson and move on, or the arrow is be focused and move forward. We'll get into it with the cards. Maybe it'll give us more clarification. I do feel like, though, you need to stand your ground. Vertebrae is there in spirit messages. We also have the stress heart up here. So you could be dealing with a situation where something is stressing you out. Now, you do have the demon head crossing over into spirit messages in your house also. And then we have trickster energy. Could be careful with people that you're letting in your sacred spaces. This could be your home. This could be, your altar rooms. This could even be your penis or your vagina. Be careful of trickster energy that you are letting into your sacred spaces. Spirit is really talking to you. I feel like that you may have somebody who's trying to come back. Mercury retrograde is very much full in effect because I feel like that there's some conversation. Let me move this to the side so you can see it. So we have the conch shell, which is like messages or talks or conversation that's coming in. You may have somebody who's coming back, but The message could be one, something that you don't want to hear, or it could be something that you do want to hear. That could be explosive sex, or it could be a lesson. Get in where you fit in with it. Um, Demon head crossing over into your house. And then we got the ancestors with the trickster energy, bullet casing down here. Some of you have somebody in your house that spirit doesn't like. Now, this could be one, they live with you. That's fucked up. Or it could be somebody that's visiting. Now, I've only had this happen one time where I've had somebody come to my house and my spirits were very, very uncomfortable, and it almost to the point where it made me uncomfortable. That it made me pay attention to what's going on in your environment. It just could be your intuition is telling you, I don't want to leave this person in my house. Could be that they're a thief, could be that there is a negative energy attached to them. It could be that they are the negative energy that's coming in. Some of you might want to go ahead and cleanse too, just because the ancestors are pushing something out or someone out. And I feel like the ancestors are in the upright, which means they are in a very powerful stance with this. So for some of you, and the demon is upside down, which could be that this person is leaving or this person has left. Maybe this is residual energy. It also could have been somebody that maybe even lived in the house before you lived in there. So you might want to go ahead and just cleanse your space is what I'm getting. I don't feel like it's anything that you need to be bothered with other than if they're still there and they're playing games and trying to manipulate you, trickster energy. Okay? Let's see. Health-wise, I'm trying to look at the bad spell work and see what's coming across into health, but the devil head, I think, is right on the line. With bad spell work, we got something coming in with fire energy, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. We also got something coming in with King of Cups in reverse, though. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. King of Cups in reverse, whether they're female or male, is somebody of a player, somebody that plays games. Could be trickster energy for some of you. You may be making a decision about somebody that's in your space, whether this is in your home or whether this is in your job. I feel like be careful of somebody that is playing the victim. I feel like this person is kneeling, and it could be, I feel like there may be something with forgiveness or please forgive me. Now, if this is not them kneeling, this could be you kneeling. Hands are up in the air, and this is a very like I surrender stance. I'm wondering if some of y'all maybe caught somebody doing something, and then automatically they go into this, woe is me victim type of stance. Hands in the air like, oh, I didn't mean to do it. Could be a thief. Could be trickster energy where they were doing something to your house. Could be somebody that you were working with and then there was a problem or something that you found out. But I feel like you're going to find out because the stance is kind of like, oh, I've been busted type of energy. Hold up, y'all. Let me let this cat out before he leaves. This is mine. Let's pause you for a moment. All right. Ooh, Gemini almost deleted y'all. All right. Let's see. So, love might be a little bit tricky. We are in Mercury's energy. So this could have been that maybe there was some type of communication issue. And that could be why Spirit is like, stand your ground about something. And this person is like, oh, I'm sorry. Don't believe them. Devilhead is at the edge. And the way that they're throwing their hands in the air makes me kind of feel like they're bullshitting. Like they're playing a game. This person, I think, is very impulsive. They do a lot of things without thinking, and then they play the victim when something is messed up. So this could be somebody that you work with, somebody that you're dealing with, that when things don't go their way, it's kind of like, oh, I surrender, and then you give them another chance, and then they fuck up again. It's a game. They're showing as a king or a queen, which is somebody who's old enough to know better. If it was a jack, I might be like, okay, this is a child, or this is somebody who, that's what they do. They play games. But these two are older, which means they know. They know something better. All right, now, health heart, we definitely get something with your head. This could be headaches. This could be going to therapy. This is trying to get some clarity going on. We got the mockingbird there. So for some of you, I think this possibly could be going to some type of therapy, talking something out. I see the chicken foot. This could be a spirit being very protective of you. So you could be going through something. For some of you, this could be a breakup. And this person may want to come back. For a few of you, this could be a friendship. That maybe there was something that was said and you're standing your ground. Whatever the energy is, I feel like you're putting your foot down and you're being very clear that, you know, the game is ending. Like, I'm not playing anymore. Or if you're not quitting the game, you're basically asserting yourself where it's like, okay, so you want to play? Let's play. Don't waste your energy if you don't have to, Gemini. All right. I do see a crossroads with money. I feel like that there are some opportunities that are going to be coming in from afar for some of you. We definitely have opportunity coming in. We have the key. We have 2025. I feel like that there's a lot more things that are going to open up financially for you towards the end of the year or going into the beginning of the year. There's something with money that looks like it's coming back in the fall, winter time. Maybe this summer your kids were at camp or you had a lot going on, so there was a big expenditure with money, but it looks like that money definitely gets better in the fall and towards winter for you. I feel like Spirit is showing this is crossing over into health, bad spell work, and money. Something with being flexible. Some of you might have some joint pains, but some of you, I think Spirit is saying there's some opportunities that are coming your way, but you might need to be a little bit flexible to be able to take advantage of these opportunities. But you do have money coming in. Let's look in the center because your big cowrie shell is upside down, which is a loss of money. Okay, we have the handcuffs on top of your coin. Coin is in the middle though. Somebody could be trying to tie your money up. We have the gun facing the coin. We got the badge. This could be a legal situation that you have to go through. Ten of Pentacles is there. Some of you might be going to court for some money, or you could be dealing with somebody in a legal situation. It is showing handcuffs and a gun. Be really careful that you don't obligate yourself to something that you're not really sure about, because it could resort in some type of legal thing. For some of you, this may be a settlement that's coming in, but it's tied up. You might have to wait a little bit for it to come through. But we do have 10 of Pentacles. We have the clouds upside down, which means something that was cloudy is going to start clearing up. I do get the chicken on top of the badge, and this is talking to somebody that is in a position of authority. Typically, when we're talking about badges, we're talking about police officers, firemen, maybe government officials, but it is a person that may even work for the legal system. And there's a lot of conversation there. I do see walking away from something, and then we have the ring and the contract. This could be one, there may be an ending of a relationship or an ending of a marriage, a divorce. There could be talks of not signing a contract because it's like I'm walking away from this contract. It's interesting because you have two bones that are basically talking about flexibility. So maybe you left something open to where if it didn't go the way you wanted to go, you could walk away. Let's see. I do see a woman reaching for a ring, no. So it could be somebody that's still pushing for the contract. If this is not you, and this is a business partner, this is somebody that still is, their hands are reaching for this ring. 8 of Wands is messages that are coming in really quickly. Manifestation is next to this person. Some of you, there may have been a relationship that you thought was going to go the distance. And there's some problems, but it looks like that there's some hope. Or either this is somebody who wanted to get married or be committed to something. But if this is not a relationship, this is a business. Like, I wanted to be committed. but it's almost like the ring is out of reach. But there's still conversation about this. So I don't think it's over with for some of you. If you've been doing some type of negotiation with business and you feel like, oh, it's not going the way I want it to go, it looks like that it may not completely be over. Just make sure it's what you want. Flexibility is there, where it could be that you're getting something as far as a commitment or a contract, but it may not be exactly the way that you want it. All right? I see a lot of emotions tied to this. So for some of you, I think this is a relationship. Nine of Wands is defending yourself. But then we have the Four of Cups. And this might be, I'm tired of having to defend myself. Could be where the vertebrae is coming in. The Moon in family, something coming out. Something being seen. Let's see, money coming in. Opportunity, but evil eye there. Something is going on in the family where there's some type of something is being seen, comes to light. Evil eye is there, and then there's defending. So for some of you, there may be something that you're sitting at a dinner or you're having conversations with a sibling or something, and then they say something, you're like, whoa, I didn't even know that. Like, I didn't know that. Something that was hidden is coming to light. Now, family could represent of course, biological family, adopted family, spiritual family, even your work life. If you work a lot, it could even have to deal with like something that's going on in your workplace that comes out. There's something with being tired of defending. Nine of Wands. I am getting a lot of communication with this. The Sword is here though. You might be cutting somebody out. You might be cutting a family member out. You could be cutting a relationship off. Whatever it is, something comes to light and you're like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be a part of this anymore. There is some conflict with money, but the lucky charm is on top of you, which means that if there is a problem with finances, you're being blessed with money to come back in, or you're being blessed with money. And I think for some of you, if this is job related or something like this, you could be waiting for some severance or something to come in to be repaid back. But some of you are cutting something away because it didn't manifest the way you wanted. Butterfly upside down, there was no transformation. Evil eye energy, but upside down, not necessarily affecting you. But I am getting, it's group mentality because it's more than one person. So this could be somebody at your job that has an issue with you, but they might be saying some things and bringing other people in. It's not really affecting your money though. Your Sword is right there, which means you're protecting your peace. You're protecting your sanity. I don't want to do it. I don't want to be a part of it. And I feel like it's a woman. We have a female body there. Some of you could be dealing with a female that's making you feel burdened and not blossoming. So this could be somebody that is in your family, somebody that you're working with. For some of you, this could even be somebody that you're dating. But it's basically with this Ten of Wands, like I feel a heaviness with you. I'm not blossoming with you. Some of you with the Eight of Cups, it's like I'm walking away. Mojo hand with money could be that this is a job that is not fulfilling me. It's not giving me what I need. So I'm just cutting my ties. I'm walking away because I feel like I can make money somewhere else. There could have been something that came out that let you know that you weren't going to get a raise, or you weren't going to get some money, or there was no longer any growth where you were trying to put your energy because you're cutting away from that energy. Mermaid is here. Some of you, I think, are taking a trip to water. Looks like it's beneficial. We do have money coming in with travel too. So it could be that you're traveling out somewhere to maybe work. Maybe there's opportunities close to water for you, and it looks like it's going to be beneficial. Good luck is on top of you, and I see that this could be coming in with a King of Pentacles, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. This could be interviewing with somebody, but you are being watched. This also could be somebody who's interested in you. I do feel like your eye is upside down with the heart. So this could be somebody who's watching you, but you don't realize it. Or either they're watching you, but you're not really watching them. You don't see them. Could be somebody that you work with because they are watching, but it's like, your eye is upside down. I don't see you. I ain't even trying to see you. For some of you, it may be that there's some stuff still going on in the love sector. Some of you with this explosion charm, could have been that something exploded and not in a good way. But we're going to hope and pray that for some of you, for a lot of you, it's exploding in a good way. But maybe for a few of you, it is not. Crown is in the upside down. Somebody, there may have been some issue with love that made your crown, there's maybe some indecision, some doubts. Maybe you're questioning something. Don't give up on love though, Gemini, because I feel like that the heart is there. So Spirit is bringing somebody back in, or either bringing somebody in. But it could be somebody that you haven't met yet, because it looks like this person is watching you. Let's see. New job coming in, and for some of you, this job is going to require a relocation. But we see money there if you have to move. All right, let's see. Doctor back in your love section. This could be stress. This also could be some issues in the personal, in the nether regions. So if you're having some issues, go get checked out. Let's see. Best friend charm upside down. There definitely may be something that comes apart. And if this is not love, this could be a friendship that is falling apart. There's a lesson learned. We got the Nine of Pentacles, and this is in the love sector, and this is for some of you moving solo. Like, I want to be independent. I want to be by myself for a while. So I think that there's something that is ending for you to focus more on you. And I do feel like that is you're going to bring your money in, but there's definitely opportunities. There's opportunities even with new love. But I feel like for some of you, you don't want to be distracted. Vertebrae is like, I'm standing my ground with something. I'm putting my foot down, and I'm focusing on what needs to be done, which is good. Not a bad thing. But I hate that for some of you, you may have gotten hurt in the energy of this. So let's look. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Uh-oh. All those are coming. At the bottom. Let's see. Gemini. What do we have going on? One more time, Spirit. Vodou, stop eating other people's food. You had enough. Stop. Move. Vodou. Stop. You know what? You know that I'm busy. You know that I'm busy. That's why you're doing it. All right, Gemini. Ace of Wands in reverse. Setbacks. No initiative. Bad timing. Something that you thought was going to move forward is not moving forward. Let's see why. Let's see. Seven of Cups in reverse. Clarity moving on. Because it doesn't matter. This is about goals and priorities. You were putting your energy into something that just was not connected to what you wanted. It was not a part of your priority or your goals. Or for some of you, it could have been bad timing because somebody felt like you weren't their priority. This is a general read. Let's see. Judgment. Refusal of self-examination, stagnation. This is somebody that is like, why do I keep doing what I'm doing? This is almost like even avoidance is having to look at yourself. Why am I not reaching my goals? Why am I not reaching my priorities? And it's showing because there was something that maybe you poured energy into that it didn't give you energy back. And instead of just moving on right away, it was avoidance, stagnation. You let it overtake you, even against your better judgment. Three of Cups. After we do the self-examination, it looks like that somebody decides to move forward. And then there's celebrations, or there is this movement of, all right, I got past this. I'm not stagnant anymore. I don't feel stagnant. Or I did self-examination, or I went to therapy, and now I feel like that I'm moving forward. There's a breakthrough, all right, which is good. And then we get Eight of Wands in reverse. And this is insecurities. This is jealousy. This is wasted effort. Too little, too late. So it could be that some of y'all ended something because you weren't getting what you needed out of it. And then the moment that you start feeling happy about, yeah, I did that shit, I moved on, I'm good, then we get this Eight of Wands where maybe somebody comes back, please forgive me, I'm sorry, I do better next time. What the hell accent was that, y'all? I don't even know where that came from. I do better next time. I feel like that wasted efforts is kind of like where you're at. Like, I wasted my time with this. Queen of Wands in reverse. Could be male or female. We're not going to put a gender to it. This is charming. Somebody who's charming, but they're mean-spirited. They're selfish. They're domineering, which means, they can look at you and smile and wink at you, and you're like, oh, they're so charming. They're so cool. But underneath the surface of that, this is somebody who's very vengeful. They're very selfish. And so too little, too late. This person comes back in and it's like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. Oh, and then we got the Magician in reverse, manipulation. Remember over here, I told you. This little person with their hands up in the air like, oh, I'm so sorry. They're not. Queen of Wands is not weak. Fire energy. Even in the reverse, they're not weak. This is somebody that knows how to charm people. And then when they charm you, you put your hand out and you get burned. Manipulation on top of this person. Wasted efforts. You're looking at them and you're like, I wasted my time and my energy doing this with you, starting this business with you, starting this project with you, getting in a relationship with you. Some of you might even be talking about, I wasted my time marrying your sorry ass. And then we got this person that's coming back with manipulation. Why? Star card is hope. Now, star card typically, to me, is ancestors that are stepping in. This is guidance. This is inspiration. Some of you may be in a place where it's like, do I want to reopen this situation? Because somebody may be apologizing. They may be coming at you with a different energy. This person is like, I'm sorry that I didn't do well on the project, but I'll do better on the next project. I just had a bad month. And you're like, okay, anybody could have a bad month, but when you start the new project, they fuck it up again. So I think what Spirit is saying is be careful of, remember where we saw the circle? Where it's like going around and around with something, an explosion. And it's almost like something that we have seen before. And the arrow is basically get to the point. Focus. Get to the goal. Get to the priority. All right. So Three of Pentacles, we have focusing on education. This could be going back to school. This could also be the ancestors are like, you learned a lesson. You don't have to keep repeating that cycle. You don't have to keep repeating something that is not beneficial. For some of you, that's the lesson. For a few of you, it's like, okay, I want to go back to school. I want to focus on education. I want to focus on me. And it's because 10 of Pentacles. There's offerings, there's affluence, there's family money that's coming in. There's opportunity to make money. And then we have the Death card, transformation ending so that a new beginning can come in. I feel for some of you, you may be walking away from something because something new is going to start. So what dies? Oh, Two of Cups, partnership. Partnership. It also could have been, too, somebody went to school and got their education, and then the Death card, I no longer need this partnership. Be careful, Gemini, of somebody using you for money. Unless you're a sugar daddy or a sugar mama and you know that you're being used. But we have a ending of a partnership because somebody is like, I got my 10 of Pentacles now. Could be you. Could be that you were dealing with somebody and it's like, okay, let's move in together and pay, split the bills while I go to school. And then once you graduate, it's like, you know what? This ain't working for me anymore. Whatever this is, there's a death of the Two of Cups, a partnership. This also could be business, where somebody is deciding that they can make more money by themselves than within this partnership. Let's see. King of Swords in reverse. This is somebody that's like, look, I ain't got time for this shit. I'm cutting it off. Air sign in reverse is not in its most positive position. It's basically like, I have run out of patience. I don't want to put anything else into that. And that's where we saw that sword, where it was like you were cutting something off. I don't have time to do this. And then we have the King of Pentacles in reverse coming back in. Possessiveness, corruption, jealous, insecurity. And it could be that why you don't want to work with me anymore, Gemini. Why you don't want to talk to me anymore. Why you don't want to pour energy. There's somebody playing games. Four of Cups to somebody who's bored, self-absorbed, stuck in a situation. Nine of Wands upright, battling strength of will. Somebody may be trying to make you think that I want to work with you because, oh, this is so great or whatever. But I feel like that this person is corrupt. Be really careful. We got communication difficulties coming from somebody, financial loss. If you're working on a project with someone, this may be that you're going to end up losing something if you give this person a chance and they're not motivated. They don't have the same goals and priorities that you have. Materialistic. Let's see. Stubborn, lazy. The Justice card in reverse. Dishonesty, indecision. Fool card, new beginning, journey, free spirit. It's basically, I don't want to do this anymore. Yeah. I don't know what is going on, but you do have victory. Four of Wands comes after this new beginning. So for some of you, if you have somebody that's wasting your time playing games with you, if this is somebody that you work with, if this is even your job, if this is a relationship, you might have ended it because it looks like that. It just, the basic card is, if we just take out all the rest of them, this doesn't connect with my goals and my priorities. I want a new beginning, and there's victory. Because it looks like that somebody was corrupt, jealous, greedy. We get mean-spirited. We get manipulation. And it looks like something with money. Death of a relationship, a contract, or a partnership because somebody was trying to do some dirty stuff. And it's like, I'm moving on to the new job. I'm moving on to a new relationship. I'm moving on to a new beginning. And I have victory. This is success, triumph, Six of Wands, coming out of a bad cycle. So if you have been going through it, Gemini, you're coming out of it. And I think, to be honest, I think you learned a lesson. I don't think you're going to repeat it. The card is showing victory. I see what needs to be seen. But you are going to have somebody who is manipulating you, and they might be surprised that the games don't play the same way. They're not going to get the same outcome. If this is somebody that you're married to or somebody you've been dating for like 10 years and it's like, oh, I know we're going to fight and get back together, you're not doing it. It's like, no. And I think that they squint their little eyes, or they, pucker their lips, or they got a little cute thing that they do, and it just makes you melt. And it's almost like they do it, and it's like, I'm sorry. And you're like, okay, I'm not playing the game with you. I'm not playing the game with you anymore. That doesn't work on me anymore. All right. Let's see. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini spirit. Let's take bottom card and see what we got. Oh, good. Positive life changes. Positive life changes are ahead if you choose to trust the process. Now, this would be your final card. So that's a good thing. First card coming out, fear. Your fears are keeping you from moving forward into a life that you deserve. But the good thing is you are going to get past this because you have positive life changes that are coming in. Authentic self-expression. Basically, where Spirit was telling you with the vertebrae, stand your ground, be who you are. Be true to who you really are, and your life will change in the most amazing ways. Good, 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 good. Source. Your connection to the source is light and love that shines through you and leads the way. Basically, don't let somebody change you. Don't allow, some of you've gone through something that was really hard, and Spirit is like, don't let whatever that was change you. You know how sometimes you break up with a partner or you break up with a friend, and you're like, I'm never gonna be that invested in anybody anymore. I'm not gonna do anything like that anymore. Don't, just be you. If you have to grieve, grieve. Don't let something change you. Okay? And then we have rejoicing. You have learned how to make the most out of life. Yep, you learned a lesson. You probably don't have to repeat it. Let's see what the final last card is at the bottom now. Right before the positive life change, let go of negative thoughts. Whatever this thing is, I think this is reoccurring, and I think that's why your head was in the health sector, where this could be therapy. This could really be trying to get a handle on how you look at things and how you think about things. You're learning to take charge of the thoughts you choose to give life. Everything, we got 3 cards that are basically showing you're learning something. You're learning something. So we did have a lesson. Some of y'all have come to this point where maybe you've done this maybe 4 times, 5 times, 15 times, and you're finally getting what the outcome of this is. Like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't need to do this anymore because I figured it out. And that leads to a positive life change. But for some of you, there's fear. That's probably where the automatic thoughts come in. I'm scared. I'm scared of this new beginning. But you have victory. Some of you, though, you're going to be doing it alone. Nine of Pentacles is about independence, about being able to stand on your ground without having to lean on somebody. And I get wanting a partnership or wanting that support. But for some of you, part of the lesson may be, I need to know how to take care of me by myself, So whatever that is, and I'm sorry that y'all went through it, whatever it is going to get better, because actually cutting away something, that death card is showing an ending so that a new beginning can come in, and it brings you to positive life change. So you're going to get there. You may not feel it right now, but it is showing at 100%. If you walked away from something, you did the right thing, Gemini. All right. Love y'all.